Hello everyone and welcome back to Teacup Tarot. Today we are going to be looking into messages from the archangels and beings of light. Now specifically before getting into the reading, I did like a pre-meditation and my intention was just to bring forth messages of healing, messages that are simple and just something that soothes your soul. Yeah, so that is my intention, and as always, I pray to God, I pray to the angels and beautiful beings of light that they help fill your life with beauty, fulfillment, and joy of the highest kind. You have three piles in front of you. Please pick one that speaks to you, and then we'll start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, these are the messages that need to come through to you from your archangels and other beings of light. Now, the very first message for you is the angel of victory is with you. So, in some area of your life, you are truly going to emerge as a winner. And this is almost you coming across as a renewed person. That is what I have. And also at the same time, you are going to be receiving a lot of messages from your angels and your archangels. And for you specifically, the kind of messages that you will be receiving will be through your thoughts and your ideas. So especially when you are in prayer, especially when you are in meditation and you receive some inspired ideas, please make sure to note them because those ideas are coming to you from your archangels and beings of highest light and blessings. So for you, you are going to be developing the gift of claircognizance. So please make sure you pay attention to that. But not only the gift of claircognizance, you are also developing the gift of clairsentience. So if for you people, you get a repeated message, like you feel like this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, something is right, I really need to do this, you need to ensure that you act on it, because for you there is almost like an overactive energy of angels. Maybe some form of prayer that you're doing is almost attracting their blessings into your life. Okay, that is what I'm getting here. And once again, please pay attention to the certain physical messages that you're getting and certain emotional messages that you are getting, because that is the very message that is like divinely guided for you. Once again, accept the full power that God has bestowed on you. You are a divine being having a human experience, pile 1. Always remember that. Whenever in doubt, whenever you're questioning your ability, remember this. You are a divine being having a human experience. So absolutely you are magnificent. So own that magnificence is the message that is coming forth. Now, for you also, sometimes what happens is you almost like hit a wall. Like you almost get at wit's end. Like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to get around that situation? And what is important for you that time is just to take a step backward. Because what happens is when we are in a situation, sometimes we cannot see a way forward. So go back, recalibrate on certain things, reflect on things, and then redirect your energy. Sometimes what happens is we realize that we are coming like at an end of a situation, like with a person we feel like we cannot help this individual and the individual needs to help themselves. At that point of time, step back and let this other person take care of themselves. See, what happens is sometimes we try to help people, sometimes we try to fix people, but they have their own individual karma to work out. You work on your karma. So especially with people, if you hit that wall, come back and reflect on your energy and redirect it is what is coming through for you. Also at this point of time, especially because your aura is so clean, you are free to live your life in exactly the way you want to. In fact, for you, pile 2, it is almost time to dream some new dreams. Yeah, that is what your angels are telling you. Your angels are telling you we are all around you. We are listening you. We are there to help you out. So if you need help, just call on us. If there are certain burdens that come upon you, ask us to help you release them and we will help you. Because we want you to be able to fly like a free bird and to live a joyous life, to live a life that is simple, and happy. Simple and happy. Your life doesn't have to be complicated. So when you feel like that is happening, call upon us and we will help you. Yeah, that is what they're saying to you. And at the same time, they're also telling you that you need to be able to see the good in everything, even in circumstances that are not so positive. Very difficult, I know, it's easy for me to say. But even when circumstances are really bad, focus on the positive. Yeah, because see, the frequency of angels is the frequency of light. Yeah, and the frequency of good thoughts, positive thoughts, is the frequency of light as well. Yeah, so whenever you have a negative thought, you're moving away from the angelic beings, you're moving away from the energy of the light beings, and that is something you absolutely shouldn't do. So especially when you hit roadblocks, especially you feel like, oh, things are not working, look at that specific time about what is working in your life. Yeah, focus on the thought and you will see how the energy changes, because at this point of time your job is to learn how to convert the energy of the negative into positive. Yeah, because you have to become that being of light yourself. Yeah, that's very important for you. And also it is very, very important for you to take the time to disconnect. To disconnect from the world, to disconnect from your cell phone, to disconnect from the world of television, your family, your friends, and just be with God. Be with Source. Surround yourself with the energy of angels. Rebalance your energies is what is coming through. Because as you sit with yourself, as you sit in the solitude, you will gain a lot. You'll gain a lot of peace, but you'll also gain a lot of blessings. And your powers are more and more showing up. Like the very first cards that we saw, that you are going to be developing the energy of claircognizance and clairsentience. That will essentially happen for you when you make time for prayer, when you make time for meditation. And even if you don't want to pray, if you don't want to meditate, just sit, look at nature. Yeah, you'll be getting a lot of help when you just maintain that energy to yourself, is what I'm getting. And yes, sometimes you need to be able to say no to the energies of other people, especially energies of those people who are currently at a vibrational level that is slightly lower than you. You cannot help everybody. It is not your job. That is something you really, really need to understand for yourself. And having boundaries is having the greatest amount of love for yourself. Always remember that. That is the greatest lesson the angels are leaving for you. As always, I want to leave you here with nothing but my best and very best wishes and prayers for a beautiful, beautiful life for you, Pile 1. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected Pile 2, these are the messages that you need to receive at this point of time from your angels and beings of light. Now for you, Pile 2, it is very, very important to listen to your own heart, to listen to the voice of your own heart, to listen to what is being said to you. That's very important. And especially at this point of time, if you get a specific message, you need to do something. You need to follow this path when it comes to your love life. You need to follow this path when it comes to your career. You need to follow this path when it comes to your living situation. Then you need to be able to answer that situation. Because right now for you, what is happening is you're being divinely guided. And you're being divinely guided through your intuition. So trust and follow that intuition is what is coming up for you. But at the same time for you, Pile 2, it is very important for you to take an inventory of your life. Now, how can you take an inventory of your life? Think about where you are in your life. Think about all the choices that you've made in your life and where those choices have got you. Have you made certain mistakes on the path? What did you do right? Just having that understanding will help you a lot when it comes to your future choices, because that's very important. But at the same time, taking a review of your life also means, healing yourself, healing your energies, or healing anything that is slightly not balanced in your life. Yeah, maybe there are certain emotions that you need to process and you haven't processed that at this point of time. So please make sure you do that, okay? Because something clearly needs your attention is what is coming through. But at this point of time, you are also being told by your angels that you're ready. You're ready for whatever it is that life has to offer you. Maybe there are certain moves that you need to make. Maybe there are certain decisions that you need to take. But trust yourself that you will be taking those decisions at exactly the right point of time. And you have a lot of help in your life. Sometimes this help comes to you through a friend. Sometimes this help comes to you through unidentified sources. But whenever you need that help, whenever you need that assistance is available to you is what I see. I also see a lot of worldly accomplishments for you over the next 3 to 4 years is especially what is coming through for you. There is almost going to be like a recognition for what you're doing. Now this could be like a recognition on even a public level is what is coming forth. But whatever you're doing, it is really working is the message that is coming forth. Now for you also, pile 2, you have to be slightly stronger. Like you have to become a person who is able to support themselves is what is coming forth for you. Sometimes, especially in the near future, you are going to have to make difficult decisions. Decisions that require you to be bold, to be brave. Don't be afraid of being brave because that is something you're very capable of doing. Even though you may be people who are very gentle, but you have the ability to stay strong, to be brave. That is something you absolutely shouldn't forget. Also, what I see here is right now, the point of time that you are in, it's almost like you are living in two worlds. There is this future world that really calls to you, and there is this past that requires you to pay attention to it. And it's okay sometimes. It's okay to be in that limbo because when the time comes for you to make the right decision, you are going to be able to make that. And don't be really hard on yourself is also what is coming through for you. Okay, that's really important for you to be gentle with yourself. Because sometimes I feel like you people are gentle. So be gentle with yourself is coming forth for you. And of course, there is a possibility of you to travel, to move. Now sometimes this can be a move like a physical move, but sometimes this can be like a mental move. Yeah, because what happens is sometimes we need to mentally move out first because before we are able to physically do that. Yeah, because what happens is we tend to go over the same situation again and again, and then wonder why certain situations don't change. Yeah, so in order to make that physical move or the mental move, make sure you are ready in your mind first. That's coming forth for you. And also at this point of time, you are being asked to take care. Take care of yourself, but also take care of certain people around you. Maybe for a couple of you, you may be involved in certain projects that require you to aid somebody. Or if you aren't involved in anything, maybe it's time for you to volunteer at a shelter. Be of service to somebody because as you become of service to somebody else, your life in itself will become very easy. And that's very important for you right now. You need to get out of your own head and see the world for what it truly is. You know what happens is sometimes we look at our lives and we wonder, oh, there is this and there is that. But when we actually move out, and especially for people who are not as privileged as we are, when we are exposed to their lives, then we realize a lot of things, and maybe that is something you need at this point in your life. Also for you, pile 2, you are being asked to observe your conversations. What you're talking with your friends, how are you talking with people around you? Are you being kind? Are you being honest? Are you sometimes being mean? Are you involving in gossip? So that is something you really need to be very conscious about, okay? And make sure your conversations are also of a higher level, of the level of light, because that's very important. If you want to attract beautiful things in your life, make sure you're talking about things of beauty. Yeah, because don't waste your time in ideal conversation is also something that is coming forth for you. And also at this point of time, you are being asked to laugh, to have fun with the process, To make sure, even if you have a spiritual practice, that you enjoy your spiritual practice. It doesn't really have to be serious. So, what sparks joy in you? Do more of that and learn to find God there. Sometimes this can be in painting, sometimes this can be in sketching, sometimes it can be in the form of playing like an object, like a violin or a musical instrument. What makes you happy? Ask yourself and do more of that. Maybe you will find God there instead of like a normal spiritual practice, is what is coming forth for you. And also, it is time for you to be independent. It is time for you to make independent decisions and also assert yourself, is what is coming forth. Freedom is going to be of a lot of importance to you now and especially in the future. So for a couple of you may be in the process of moving out of your home or moving into a new home or moving into jobs that allow you to work for yourself. But that freedom, that independence, where your voice is heard, where you are able to make decisions for your own space, are going to be very important. And that time is coming very, very soon. Happy changes are absolutely on the cards for you. But that move is something that I see. Sometimes a mental one, but mostly a physical one for you. But remember, your angels are always going to be around you, supporting you wherever you are in your life. They love you and they send nothing but the warmest hugs to you. As always, I want to leave you with nothing but my best wishes for a beautiful life for your future. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, these are the messages that are coming forth from you, from your angels and beings of light. So let us look into what messages are coming for you today. Now, the very first message for you is from Archangel Gabriel. Now, he is basically telling you to take care of your communication pattern. There is a possibility you are going to be involved in a lot of talking. Like this could be with a friend, this could be with a colleague, but there is something that you have that you need to share. And maybe it is your story sometimes, and maybe your story will help somebody, is what is coming forth. Now think about how you can do that. Is there somebody who requires your help? Maybe at your workplace, maybe this is a family member, but somebody needs you to be there for them and to listen to them, is what is coming forth. Sometimes this can be a child that requires your care, or maybe this just can be a person who may be slightly childlike or slightly younger than you. But this child requires you to be a part of their life. And sometimes this can very well be your inner child. Maybe it's your inner child that you need to listen to. Yeah? What does your inner child require? Does it require care? Does it require attention? Because that is something you really need to give it. So learn to nurture the child. A physical child, a child that lies within you. That's really up to you to find out. Yeah? But that's absolutely there for you. And there is also a loved one that is in heaven that is saying hello to you. A loved one that absolutely loves you and cares about you and sees everything that you're going through and is telling you that they are around you to support you, to guide you whenever you require their assistance. And they're going to be keeping on visiting you time and again, is what I'm getting here. And also, if you have some kind of worries surrounding your life or surrounding some kind of situation that you're going through, they're asking you not to worry so much, that everything is fine and everything is going to be fine. And they're always going to look down on you, is what is coming through for you. And whatever situation you are involved in right now, it's just going to keep getting better. It's going to improve. If this is a situation that is slightly unhappy for you, it's going to get better. And if things right now are perfect, they just are going to keep getting better for you. That's what's coming forth. Because a lot of load is being lifted off you, is what is coming forth. But you also need to make that effort of physically or in a way energetically lifting the load of your chest, is also what is coming through for you. Please learn to smile more, is what they're telling you. Yeah, smile more, learn to be happy again, is the message here. And also, your angels and beings of light are telling you that you need to make much more conscious decisions as you move forward. You have to become a being that is very, very conscious about every little thing that they do. What do you invite into your life? What do you let go of your life? What do you retain with you as a life experience, as memories of your life? And what do you choose to let go of? That's something you really need to think about. And especially as you move forward, make conscious decisions is what is coming through for you. Yeah? Sing your own song. Sing your own song is the message here basically. And also, you are really being told that right now, you are almost at a magnificent state in your life. There is a lot that you've energetically discarded from your being, is what is coming forth. So keep shining brightly, is the message for you. And go with the flow. Sometimes the best thing that you can do for yourself is go with the flow. Yeah? But when it comes to a certain decision, make sure that it is very, very conscious. Yeah? Don't force things to happen before time, is something they're telling you as well. Things are going to happen exactly at the moment they're meant to happen. So don't really burden yourself too much. Give the charge of everything to heavens above. Because the heavens above are much more capable than you and I are at this point of time, is what is coming forth. And you need to learn to still your inner landscape. Because what happens is your outer landscape resembles your inner landscape. So sometimes when your inner landscape is slightly chaotic, that's what your life will look like. And the moment within you, you find peace, you'll realize that your life becomes exactly that. Yeah? Still yourself, because in the end, it's only your energy and your mental state and emotional state that you can take care of. You cannot take care of everybody, So please step into that stillness yourself, is what is coming through for you. And make sure you're paying attention to your sleeping patterns, okay? If you are having disturbed sleep patterns, or if you're like sleeping late, not being able to sleep early, maybe it's time you take care of things around that. And also your angels are telling you that things are almost happening magically for you. When you feel like you need a friend is available for you. Sometimes a complete stranger possibly you don't know, you've never met, but it's all happening because it's meant to happen a certain way. Yeah? So learn to recognize these patterns, because these are almost things that are like weaving into your life. God is in control. Spirit is in control. Don't ever forget that. And also at this point of time, you need to incorporate a certain kind of music in your life. Maybe dance with that music is also coming forth. Yeah, healing music. If you know how to play music, maybe you can do that. Maybe you can learn to sing again, especially because you already had the message of sing a song. Sing a song of your heart. Maybe learn to play an instrument if that is something that speaks to you. But listening to an instrument, playing an instrument, but moving to your own tune is something that you should be doing right now. Yeah? Your angels want to see you having fun, is what is coming for you. And allow yourself to receive, whether this is guidance, whether this is support, whether this is help. Open yourself up to things. Pile 3 for you, it is very important for you to activate the yin side of yourself in your life. Activate the more feminine side of yourself, because that feminine side is actually going to make things much more easier for you. I feel like pile 3, you already have a very, very strong dominant masculine side, the side which wants to take control of everything. And right now, the kind of phase of life you are in, you need to be slightly more feminine. For a few of you, slightly more mother-like is coming forth, especially with the message of the child. An external child, a childlike person, or an inner child. That's really coming forth for you. Because what will happen is this feminine energy that you will now come into contact with, if you allow this to happen, will just increase your intuitions. It'll increase your energy levels. Yeah? Just allow yourself to receive. Maybe somebody wants to help you, somebody wants to support you. But if you don't ask for that support is just never gonna come, right? Sometimes we all need help. So if you are that person, ask for help. And help will always be given to you. That's what I'm gonna leave you with. You're not alone, pile 3. You're not alone. All the beautiful energies of the world, the beings of light, the light of angels is with you. And I always pray for a beautiful, fulfilling, and contented life for you. I leave you with my best wishes and prayers. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.